This piece specifically is a bit different from the other pieces here in the exhibition. It's a little bit more personal, less to do with bonsai and more to do with my specific experiences. This specifically is a tree that I've found a few years back that it was very, very difficult for me to find a tree that I could so relate to, that I could feel that I could express myself artistically through this tree, and I bought it when it was almost dead. It took me over a year to rehabilitate the tree. It was 0 roots, fungal infections, you name it. Basically, it took me a long time to find this tree. It took me a long time to nurse this tree back to health. As I said, root rot, fungal infections, almost no roots at all actually in it. 2 years of work just to nurse this back to health. Another year of work just to start basically the styling. This is just 1 year of design work on the tree. And then disaster happens. Basically on August 30th I was asked to do a private sort of exhibition of bonsai, and I took this tree among several others, vintage Chinese pots, set up this really nice exhibit. When we were taking it down the next day, the pedestal that was holding, or the board that was holding this tree and my other major tree that's very dear to my heart, slipped, fell. They weren't tied well enough. 2 vintage Japanese pots broken. A huge financial loss from there, but more than that, it was the emotional shock of all of a sudden losing this this work, putting into that tree. I don't know if you can see, but the dead wood fractured. And just something that was so dear, so hard for me to find something that I can express myself artistically, boom, just through a moment's stupidity of not tying it correctly, boom, gone. That's it, 5 years. And at that point, this is where this comes in. At that point, all that frustration, that anger, that guilt, that you just say, fuck it, why am I even doing bonsai? Or screw it, why am I even doing bonsai? I keep ruining these trees, just all this work, all this money going into something that, I just gone in a second of stupidity. You just want to smash it, you want to just leave it behind. And it's very, very, it actually literally brought me down to my knees. I was on my knees for like half a minute. And then you literally have to pick yourself up, pick up the pieces, put them back on the truck, and then just keep going. Just keep working, keep doing, see what you can salvage. It's never going to be the same, but you can do something different. But this installation here goes back to that first instant, that first sort of feeling where you just say, what have I done? I am the one, that ruined this, because if I hadn't played with this tree, nothing bad would have happened to it. I did this, and you just want to smash yourself, you just want to smash the tree, and this is what this piece is about. It's sort of a dynamic installation, has a bit of a performative aspect to it. Again, very different from the rest of the show, because this one is more about my experience personally than about bonsai in general, which is the rest of this show. So again, I'll show you what this does. I'll set this in motion. Been getting a lot of interesting responses from people watching this work. And basically, I'm just going to take this block, pull it back, and then just let the pendulum swing. And that's going to go very, very dangerously close to the tree. And again, there's a random element here in the wobble, in the turning of the block. Basically, the branch that was broken when it fell, if that block hits it, it's gone. And it's a deliberate sort of endangering of that work, because that's basically what I was doing. Bonsai is deliberately putting our trees in danger. It's for a better end, whatever, but we do deliberately put our trees at risk.
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That whoa is what this piece is about. stop it. You can see them go. And that is exactly what this piece is about. That moment where you don't know. There you go.